Well, hello everybody, and welcome to video 3 of the Unscatter My Life series. As you know, if you've been watching me here, we have these videos every week that most of the time I'm going to go ahead and promise that I have something at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday. Things may come up and I may have to change these things, but that is in fact what I'll do, 9 a.m. on Wednesday morning Eastern. So we are working through the Unscatter My Life PDF, and it's really important that you do this. I will be posting some screenshots, but just to know that I have finally, it's taken a lot, but I'm finally got it squared away that you can opt in for this thing and you're going to get the right PDF with the right follow-up emails to help you implement it. It's interesting how life goes sometimes, right? But that's where we are. So if you haven't watched the first couple of videos, please watch those, because I'm not going to review those here. I'm just going to go ahead and start where we are. So last week we went and filled in the wheel of entrepreneurial life. And the reason we did that was we wanted to see where we are right now. And that way we can decide where we want to head, or start to decide where we want to head. So many times we're scattered because the truth is that we actually really don't, we think we know, but we actually really don't really know at top of mind what we want to be getting to, okay, and why. So that's the next thing we're going to work on. So for you, those of you following along, which hopefully are all of you, I am on page 5 of the Unscatter My Life workbook. And what it is it's letter B, name how you want to be. In other words, your desire, okay, your desire. So here's what to do. And I'm going to lead you through this. We're going to be imagining a time in the future. So we're going to go ahead and go through this together, and we're going to do that right now. So I would like for all of you to just take a moment, put your feet on the floor, okay? Scoot your butt back to wherever you're sitting. That means you can't walk around and drive and multitask. That won't work. If you're multitasking now and you can't stop, that's okay. Just shut this off and make sure you come back to it, okay? Because that's really important that you stay with this, right? So put your feet on the floor, put your butt all the way back in your chair, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths. Here we go. In through the nose. And out through pursed lips. In through the nose. And out through pursed lips. In through the nose. And out through pursed lips. Now, my hope is that you're just a little bit more present right now, that you've found your way into what we're doing right now, okay? Because that's the most important thing. And I invite you to really stay present right now. And if you want to close your eyes, that's great. And I'm going to invite you to, just like it says on page 5, imagine a time in the future. It can be 6 months away. It could be 12 months away. I recommend it be at least 6 months away. Because 6 months away is far enough away that you don't freak out, but close enough that you can see. So as I'm recording this, it's the 16th of August. And what I usually do, and I invite you to do this as well, look at what day it is when you're watching this and literally count on your fingers. So I'm going to count on mine. September, October, November, December, January, February. All right, so February 16th. That places a picture in my mind. Okay, it's cold. It's probably my favorite part of the winter. Not everybody loves winter. I do, you know. And the holidays have come and gone. And the new year has come and gone. Wow, that's interesting. So picture myself then. Now, what do I want to be different? Like, I can call that time. Like, we can, this is where I want you to get really greedy with yourself and really say, okay, what's my future what's my future me look like? Like, what am I like then? And really hold that in your heart. So here we are, right after Valentine's Day, and we're different in some way. We're the same us, but we're different in some way. What's different in the future? I invite you to imagine yourself. Are you more inspired? Are you doing different work? Are you in a different home? What else? How's your health? Are you skiing? Are you on a beach? Did you buy that beach house? Are you traveling? Do you have plenty of money and resources to travel the way you want to? But what's going on for you? Have you redeveloped spiritual practices and you're surrounding yourself with people that are like you? Have you begun a new mastermind where you really have that circle of support around you and you're just feeling like you're in such an amazing direction? What's going on? What's your life like? Have you finally started that program that you said you're gonna start? Are you working in a job you love? Because today's job just isn't it. What's going on? And you get to write that future below. You get to write it right now. Go ahead and write that down. I'll give you a minute. Go ahead and write that down. You can pause the video, because if you're not done, I'm going to keep going. But if you pause the video if you're not complete, and then come back. Now, it's possible you may not be able to think that far in the future. It's possible that you're kind of not sure what you want. That's actually pretty likely. So what I like to do is a power hint, and at the bottom of page 5 is your power hint, okay? So if you're feeling a little stuck on this, when you think about your dream future, like it feels too far away. Or the other thing that this might apply to is when you're playing the trombone with your future. Like, I want it, but I don't want it. I want it, but I can't have it. I want it. I want to say I want it, but I know I can't have it. But I say that's just my dream, but it's just a dream. Is that you? I actually ran into somebody like this, which is, I would say, unfortunately, quite normal, just the way people are sometimes, right? At a gathering this weekend. And I spoke to her, just chitty-chatty, And she said, oh, I'd like to blah, 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 but that's just a dream. I'll never do that. And I tried to talk to her about how dreams are everything. And how if we don't dream, that's kind of the death of us. She was not in a place to receive that, so we dropped the subject and talked about the weather or whatever. But if you're watching this, that's not you. However, you might have some hint of, oh, that's just a dream. It's not real. And I'm here to tell you that I'm your dream coach. And that quite literally everything I've ever dreamed of has come true. Now, that doesn't mean that I haven't had my share of really difficult times. And to be honest with you, still do. But I will never stop dreaming. And when you're with me, I will never, and you want to keep dreaming and you want to keep manifesting your dreams, I will promise you that I will be here with you. And I will be practical, and I will be spiritual, and I will help you access that part of you that will not give up on those dreams. So, knowing that, being less afraid to follow your dreams, being less apt to going back to old patterns, well, this has never worked out. Well, it's never worked out because you've completely convinced yourself it'll never work out. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, that's the way it is. I want you to go down to that bottom piece, which is like kind of like a clarity through contrast, Michael Lozier, but it's a different version of it, right? Same type of thing though. And at the bottom of the page 5, start at the left and say what you don't like. And then you create a sentence for what you do like on the other side. And literally this can be anything. So why don't you pick one thing or two things on your wheel of life where you're lower in your number. So if you have if you're a 10 out of 10 on a certain area of your life, probably that's not what to write down here. But if you're a 5 or below, maybe you can start there. Things that you would like to be different. So for example, you might write something like, I'm not currently making enough money to cover all my bills every month. If that's you, I understand completely. So, great. What would you desire instead? And don't get caught up in, well, of course, I want to make all this money. Okay, great. Write it down. Write down the amount that you want, when you want it by, why you want it. Why is it so important to you? Who will you be then? What will you have and so what, right? What will you be able to do then with this money that you can't do now? Will you be able to take care of your aging parents? Will you be able to buy a new car? Will you be able to go on that vacation you've always wanted to? What will you be able to do? Will you be able to make a bigger impact in the world because you'll be able to now, invest in your business or whatever it is? Will you be able to buy that home you've always wanted? So these are the kinds of things you can write down on the left that will then allow you to really dial into the things you want on the right that will inform the middle box. So that is the end of today's teaching. If you missed part of it, you can re-listen, and I will be posting the link to the PDF here in the comments. And until next time. And finally, I guess I would love to hear what some of your dreams are. So after you complete this exercise, if you're still watching, please comment below as to what some of your dreams are, what some of the things you don't like are that you want to change. Thank you, and we'll see you again next week.